Someone will give us another task to do, so it'll be fine.
The map that we have of the Isle, is that representative of the map that our characters would have?
Yes.
Because there's like this very peculiar crater thing, which logically might be connected to whatever we just here encountered.
I mean, you have sailed up and down the coast, and you have copied some of the old Gnomish maps and such. So yeah, it's reasonable enough.
So,
Done.
What a battle cry. Yes.
I'm sure. You can certainly go to Xan.
I think it's like 2 days. 2 days.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can travel 3 hexes a day. If you press on.
For the evening, we'll get there.
2 days then.
That means we've been traveling from Skis'raal, from the Skis'raal thing for about a week. Once we arrive in Zyn.
It took 1 day to scout out the area with the pool, basically. You know, map it and such.
Let's make a check. That's a fail. Okay.
But yes, you arrive back in Xan. You are let in through the gates, and you know you're free to go about your business here.
No, it wasn't a fair.
Well,
if you wish to speak to the alchemist, he will receive you.
I mean, it's really a quick call in here. I mean, we're leaving again very soon, so
Telling
it's not really their city.
Telling Miku to find a fucking ranged weapon.
Yes.
As he apparently the last time we visited Zyn simply forgot to pick up one.
It doesn't have really any money, but sure.
Then we'll buy him one.
There you go.
Pick out
What
a
does
good
he
one.
need?
Well, let's see what he is. Let's see what he can handle here. Actually.
See, this is made of high quality mushroom bark.
Mm-hmm. It's the finest.
It's just grand.
It's actually made out of your ancestors.
Oh, it's Granddad. Hello.
They don't just eat them, they also build houses and weapons out of them.
Yeah, keep the family close.
My grandfather with a longbow.
The heirlooms are the people.
Well, let's see here. Yeah, he can use. He can use a longbow.
That sounds great.
I'll get some arrows for him as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would assume that arrows are available in Zyn.
Yeah.
Okay. More blunt arrows.
Yeah. They're almost better than the normal ones.
Let's see here. That's that longbow. Range damage. It is a D8.
Times 3 critical.
Alright, Miko's a longbow.
Hooray. 75 gold.
Using it, but you know.
Yeah, I just looked at his touch.
He's more strong than he's agile, but
It's better than nothing.
you know, he's a mushroom, so he can't really do many backflips. Well, he has a longbow made of fine mushroom bark. Yes, probably an ancestor. Yeah, and
Uncle Tom, twice removed.
exactly. Yeah, informing the alchemist that they can pick up their dead. The alchemist will nod gravely and say that they will then try to do so.
Festival is just so far away.
You haven't been there for quite some time now.
Well, it's been like 2 months.
Yep.
On the other hand, what would we do there, right?
Yeah.
Sit around. I mean, there should really be nothing like handle trading agreements and such. Our guy there should be able to take care of that. And what if someone came from Roth? It'll take like more than 2 months to get down there.
All right.
I suppose we'd go to the alchemist and tell him that. I mean, it's not really much, but that the Skis'raal have agreed that they will indeed, as a show of good faith, deliver back all remains of Zan in their lands, even some they find, which they haven't aided in the demise of. And
Sure.
we will tell them where they are to be placed.
Sure. The alchemist will take note of all of this. And again, thank you for your efforts.
Good. I think we'll also inform him of the curing of the blue weird pool.
Mm-hmm. He will definitely listen intently to that.
And the curative magic, which his people, considering that they probably can't get diseased, might not know too much about, can actually, or at least in this case, solve the problem.
Does she tell him the whole story, or does she just say that cure disease is the key?
She'll tell him the story.
Okay. Yeah, we will listen intently and peer curiously at you. He will look quite interested at Trislin for a bit. And he will sort of nod to himself and then say that, yes, that is very interesting what you have told him, and he will consider this.
Good. I mean, Alauneari doesn't really want to stay in this city for more than she needs to.
No coughing, no puking,
You can
bro.
feel her throat already getting sore with all the...
Yeah, we are certainly free to leave.
To 9/11.
1, 2, 3 days, really. Well, 3 exits, so a whole day.
We should buy a bit more food as well.
Send you a message over Skype, Jonas.
Alright, I'll take a look.
Well, there's ration math and whatever.
Mm.
Suppose I should mention by this point that it's probably become more apparent now over the passage of several days, and it was briefly alluded to during the whole dashing thing. Rilinid's attire has changed a bit. Normally he had his explorer clothes on, but there's replaced with his cloak. He's got this smooth dusky gray cloak that appears to be woven with silk fabric and shit. It's pretty cool. It has embroidered small encrusted gemstones, and then you've got this sort of a headband that he's wearing that's also embedded with small gemstones as well. Makes him look even more dapper. Although I think the headband being all fancy, right on top of the stone mask, is this offsetting effect.
You should fashion it into a rakish tricorn hat or something.
I think that's a little over the top.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sure.
Sure.
yeah,
I'm glad
that
you
is certainly
approve of my
possible.
character. I'm glad you approve of my character's appearance, Manaki.
I mean, Alauneari, he can dress however he wants.
Exactly.
Of course, you could command him otherwise, but she sees no need to.
Yes, I'm sure. Well, he would certainly become very defensive about it. After all, he made these items himself.
There's a little
Doesn't
stamp
know
of
that,
her.
I suppose.
Well, it would probably be somewhat obvious because, well, unless the Rilinid takes step of actually hiding the fact that he's crafting. It does take some incantations and rune scribing and stuff to make these things.
It'll certainly be. I mean, he's all muttering all kinds of crazy shit through the power of the mask, staring at dumb things, getting angry at dumb things, cursing the fates. Then he walks out one day wielding this magical holy avenger, and now you all discovered he's actually a paladin of Torag.
That would be a surprise, I think.
What a
That
twist.
sounds weird.
You see, the dwarf actually magic jarred me.
That's what we have been messaging each other about so long.
So, back during that whole torture thing that you guys were executing in session 2, session 3.
Be right back.
Alright. Alright. I take it that some kind of cat issue arose. That's still going on, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my.
Alright. Alright, so what was the traveling plan? Someone said something about going there, yes.
So there's it's just going to be a day of travel to get to Hex 911, which is where we left the gnomish submersible. Presuming it is still in the location in which we left it.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. We are then going to motorboat using. Are we going to land in the Vosenstad ruins, or you guys just want to fucking dock up next to the massive weird brain and say hi?
I think first and foremost we're going there for the hag, yeah, witch or whatever she was.
That didn't
exactly
give me.
remember the
That
description.
doesn't provide an answer on the location. You want to hug right
No,
at
but
that
I'm not
southern-
sure where she is. We were given some sort of idea, wasn't we? Or was it just she's on there?
I don't think we were given an
You think?
idea. It's presumable she would be somewhere in the south. But, I mean, I don't see, why we would ever want to dock there, ever.
No, then let's go to Vorstenstad.
Yeah. And, along the way we can hit up Skytouch Mountain, since that was something that was promised and left behind.
Sure.
So, in that case, we go ahead and flip back to the fucking fungal jungle map. We're looking at... Go ahead and... 1, 2, 3... Fucking move my dot by accident. Stop it! 4, 5 hours to make it to Vosenstad. We have tons of fuel, everyone. We have 141 gallons of refined fuel left.
Good.
Now. Which takes us to the Vosenstad ruins, which I imagine are just as desolate and muddy as they were the last time we left them.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Mud.
And from there, I mean, the paths south are caked in mud. I doubt, though, that we're going to find any sort of serviceable path if we, try to take the submersible further south.
We could we possibly have sailed up along the coast on the way to Vorstenstad? Might have seen another dock.
Well, you can spend time, cruising the coastline, sure.
We're sailing here anyway.
You are.
Not really sailing. Speeding.
We have a sail on our submarine.
Speedboating.
Yeah.
Border skiing around. Yeah, sure. You can circle around. Doing so, peering into the coastline. You don't really see any other place to dock, honestly. There doesn't really seem to be anything on this side of the isle. It's just these cliffs are actually kind of sheer high up. It's difficult probably to scale them from this direction.
Alright.
With zero context or solution, it's possible maybe the hag layers herself up in Skytouch Mountain. I mean...
Possibly, yes. Let's start going there. It seems to be a close place we have a name of.
In that case, the party is going to attempt to reckon itself Whether by hook or crook. Sky Touch Mountain.
All right, it's time to climb the mountain.
So, Jonas, remembering
Yes.
the attack of the flies from last time, is there
Yes.
any... Would Zyn assume that those are going to come back? And if so, is there anything that could be done to help against them?
Fucking Zyn. It's gonna be flies, guys!
Oh god! Well,
But
the
you didn't get
flies-
sickened.
The flies seem to have sort of nested and swarmed on this like slope up the mountain. He wouldn't know if there were like a similar nest of these flies that were kind of aggressive and biting and stuff. It's hard to say. Maybe maybe some sort of alchemical potion or something could be used to scare flies off or give you at least a bonus to a save. Basically something equivalent to a snake oil.
I see.
You-
Nothing that could be improvised.
See, that would have been
Well-
something that you might have wanted to buy in Zyn.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, not really. They seem kind of big and aggressive. Those flies. He can't really think of anything he can use like quickly.
But clearly, since diabats probably eat flies occasionally, the
Yes.
existence of his animal companion would make sure that they don't come close.
Yes,
That
clearly.
sounds like stove burning logic right there.
Well, the bat is hungry and voracious. Maybe he can eat all the flies. We can certainly put it
Yes.
to a test. All right. So let's see. Then you basically try to work your way around like this, or do you go the north path? How do you get to the foot of Skytouch?
Judging by the topography that we've learned and seen in the ancient maps detailed by the Zvirf Neblin, what appears to be the best course?
Well, you know that this down here is very muddy, so going through that is probably taking a while. You're not quite sure. You couldn't see much. Like the cliffs were kind of steep here when you sailed past. On the map, though, this seems to be more like open groundish, firm rock area. So presumably it's a longer road, but it's probably easier to travel. You would
I
guess.
think the Sandbox Railroad is leading us northward, everyone. I think I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Stabbing through the mud is not really something I ever wants. No, yeah. That's,
Ah, so it's at the
Excellent.
north. So that is
Yeah.
fine.
Take the high road and we'll get to Scotland before ye.
Ach.
Mein Leberhosen.
Wunder.
No, labor.
Oh, alright.
That means liver pants. I'm not sure if that's what you're trying to
The
say.
liver pants, the famous liver pants. A couple, quite some while, hiking through the over the isle here. You get to the base of Skytouch Mountain, and it is immense. Like you definitely can't see the top of it. You can make a perception check though, as you sort of scour around this area.
I should probably grab my token.
Probably.
I might. No, probably not.
1, 2, and copy.
1, 2, copy.
Welcome to Striving to Be Average, brought to you by
I
Grimith.
copied the bad, but
Yeah, I
not
didn't-
then.
The thing is,
Great.
if I take 10, it's going to be less than your results. So it's like, oh.
I'm sorry I can't hear the sound of how awesome I am.
So instead, I rolled a 1.
Very good.
Yep, yes, quite, yes. That's the
You might as well
Rhodian
wait.
culture teaches me about Skytouch Mountain.
Yes, it's quite important actually in its lore. Skytouch Mountain.
We seem to be missing a hell dog. Oh, and Tristan.
Tristan is fighting in the submarine with me and the hell dog.
Yeah.
And I,
Ah. And I did. Yep.
Change my skills. God damn it.
I'll be
let's
there
see
then.
here. When you scour around, you can actually find. Rilinid is the one to spot it. It seems that on the in the side of the mountain, seems to be like almost a stair, sort of carved into it. It seems to spiral its way upwards up the slope towards the mountain. You can't really see the top, of course, but yeah, there is a stair here.
Still serviceable stair. Fantastic. We won't have to try to create our own sort of cliff climb.
Yay, stairs!
Come on, Vominos, everyone. Let's go.
Up the stairs.
All right, everyone climbs up the stairs. Well, it is certainly a long way up, and it does get pretty steep at places. These stairs are very old and overgrown with weird lichen and moss and things, but it takes a while to actually get up there. But slowly but surely you make your way up. And it is very tall. You would hazard that it maybe is like 1,500 feet tall, something like that. That would be, what would that be in meters actually?
Let's ask Google.
Number provided from the book. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
4.5 kilometers.
What?
4.5.
No, I said feet. No,
Right, how many
Yeah.
feet is it?
1,500 feet.
Yeah, that's 4.5 kilometers.
No.
No, it's 457 meters.
Yes.
I would say
But
4.5
Google is lying to
kilometers.
me. 1,500, not 15,000. Oh,
There you go.
Well,
Yeah,
you just, after a few days, rough and tumble, you climb 15,000 feet. I'm like, no, we don't. How big is
who
this
knows?
fucking... How big is this fucking Azothir? That's what I want to know.
It might be a really, really big mountain.
It is. I mean, it's still. This is the tallest point you've seen so far in here.
Right.
Sling.
Relatively, this is massive for us.
Yeah, this is like. You can. It's like. It's
The oxygen
like
is
sky
setting up
touch.
here, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Is this mountain as muddy?
No.
Good.
Yeah. At the stairs go all the way up. Actually, quite a feat of engineering to, carve this out.
Although I imagine they were designed for little people.
It's not. It's medium creatures can make it up here without any problem. But yeah, it is clearly sort of gnomish sized. Skyntat mountain reaches up towards the ceiling of the gigantic cavern that is the fungal jungle, and as you climb up here, you can begin to feel sort of a drizzle coming from above, as if there is a faint rain up here. And this gets sort of heavier as you start climbing up and reaching the top. As you yep.
Is it a bad rain? Like, how does the rain perceive compared to, say, the various mercurial weather we've experienced within the jungle?
It seems to really that the rain is probably a sort of permanent feature of this particular place. Also, when he, as it sort of drizzles all over you, he can sort of get a bit of a taste on the rain, as it were, and it feels like very clear. It's pure. Like it's not corrupt. It's not oily or anything like that. It is as if drinking from a very clear, like perfect stream almost. It is like it tastes. This is something that you all can experience almost. It's sort of the rain tastes like home, like distant, far away, like the lost memory of a dream, perhaps. But something deep within you all sort of stirs a bit at this, as if you hear the echo of a time long past, very long past. As you get up to the peak of it, you do quickly see that the drizzling water seems to actually be like gently sort of pouring, almost like a thin, like pouring stream coming from somewhere up in the dark, above you in the ceiling. And this like very tiny but very clear and almost like shimmering stream of water hits a basin up here, and like slowly seems to be filling it. Like small, like rivulets of this basin sort of crackles down from Skytouch Mountain and seems to sort of pour down in like small. No, I wouldn't. It's way too small to be anything like a stream or anything, but like small runnings off of water down the mountain. The pool, as you walk up, it is gently radiating like a pure light, sort of shimmering like all over the stone here. Think of a basin and like a stone column sort of in the middle of it, and the clear water hits the stone column. It runs down the column into the basin, and from the basin, like in small runoffs down the mountain.
Are there any markings and sort of like remnant signage from the Zyn Empire which came before? Because obviously they carved the staircase to note like what this is.
Yes, Rilinid can certainly search around for gnomish scripture. There are a few markings and such into the basin itself. It seems mostly to be like carved in names of the engineers and workers that sort of made this feat of engineering. It seems to be just called the spring of Skytouch Mountain, and also says from above the blessing of the sun.
The blessing of the sun.
Yep.
Oh.
The water is gently shining.
Sun.
So if we get a really long ladder, we can go to the surface?
I can appear in the middle of the ocean.
If we get a really long ladder, we can go to the surface and then get killed.
Yay!
Well, I didn't think that far.
That's to the surface. Well, it's on the surface.
Because I'm sure whoever's responsible for this water would not be too pleased to know where this water is ending up.
Like, I just can't figure out why the balance won't be met. Someone's paying way too much.
Fucking Deep Gnome's been siphoning water for hundreds of years, and that's how the Zyn Empire fell.
And then in the end we find out that it's like the exit of a sewer, and we just thought it would be the water was pure. All the other water is even less pure.
The Golarian version of like Paylor, or I guess I think a more fitting name would be Corellon Lorethian, would be completely eviscerates the Zyn Empire.
Yes, what the?
Stealing my water. You would be doing this.
For Paler, it will be Saren Ray. For Corellon, sure, actually.
Of course, I'm thinking like.
I don't know. I just figured a sun thing, healing water properties. I have like flashbacks to like elven shit, and so that's why I came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because elves have never been responsible for healing springs or magical like water properties in any tabletop I've ever played, right, Manaki?
No. I
Or
don't
in,
know.
or in any strategy games we have
Oh, absolutely
ever
not.
played. Sunwells and what?